My stepmother wants to control my life. She went nuts when I let her do it. When my dad married Diane 5 years ago, I was already 23 and living on my own, so I figured her impact on my life would be minimal. She seemed normal at the wedding, talking about how she respected boundaries and understood I was a grown adult who didn't need another parent. My dad was happy, I was happy for him, and Diane seemed like she'd be a decent addition to holiday dinners. For about 6 months, she really was fine. We'd have lunch sometimes, she'd ask about my job at the accounting firm, and she never overstepped. I actually started thinking I'd lucked out in the step-parent department. Then I started dating Tom, and everything changed overnight. Diane suddenly had opinions about everything. Tom's job at the fire department wasn't stable enough. My apartment was too far from their house. My work hours were too long to maintain a healthy relationship. She'd call me 3 times a week with articles about relationship psychology and career planning. When I mentioned I was thinking about adopting a cat, she sent me 20 links about why pets destroy young people's financial futures. My dad would just shrug and say Diane cared about me and wanted to help. The real escalation started when Tom and I moved in together. Diane lost her mind. She called an emergency family meeting where she presented an actual PowerPoint about cohabitation statistics and failure rates. She'd made charts about my spending habits that she somehow knew about, probably from grilling my dad. She even had a timeline of where my life should be by 30, and living with a boyfriend wasn't on it. When I said thanks, but Tom and I were happy with our decision, she told my dad I was being reckless and needed intervention. That's when the daily check-ins started. Every morning at 7, Diane would text asking about my plans for the day. If I didn't respond within an hour, she'd call my dad saying she was worried. She started showing up at my apartment randomly to make sure I was keeping it clean enough. She'd criticize everything from my grocery choices to my laundry schedule. Tom started calling her the warden. She tried to get me to switch jobs to a company her friend owned where she could keep tabs on me better. When I refused, she actually called my boss to discuss my career trajectory. My boss had to ask me to handle my personal situation because it was getting weird. Then came the pregnancy scare incident. I made the mistake of mentioning to my dad that I'd had a late period and Tom and I had been nervous. Within hours, Diane was at my door with pregnancy tests, prenatal vitamins, and a binder about family planning. When I told her it was just stress and everything was fine, she said I needed to be more responsible and maybe she should manage my birth control schedule. That was it. I was done being her project. But I couldn't just cut her off without causing drama with my dad, so I decided to maliciously comply with everything she wanted. Diane wanted daily check-ins. She got them. Every single detail of my day, texted in real time. Woke up at 6:47. Brushed teeth for 2 minutes. Used Tom's toothpaste because mine ran out. Had 17 minutes of shower time. Used lavender shampoo. Made coffee with 2 sugars. By day 3, she was begging me to stop, but I said I thought she wanted to be involved in my daily planning. She wanted to manage my finances? Perfect. I sent her every single receipt. Coffee for $3.47. Parking meter for $1.50. Pack of gum for $2.19. I asked her opinion on every purchase. Should I get the name brand tissues or generic? Is $40 too much for a work shirt? I called her 6 times during one grocery trip. She stopped answering after the 4th call about which yogurt brand had the best probiotics. When she said I should consider her friend's job offer, I went all in. I scheduled the interview, then called Diane hourly with updates. What should I wear? How should I do my hair? Should I mention my college internship? I sent her photos of 14 different outfit options. During the interview, I excused myself to call Diane and ask what to say about salary expectations. Her friend later told her I seemed unstable. The masterpiece was when she suggested Tom and I should see a relationship counselor she knew. We booked it immediately. Then we asked Diane to come to every session since she knew our relationship better than anyone. We'd call her during sessions to ask her opinion on what we were discussing. The counselor said having a third party that involved was unhealthy. We said Diane insisted on being part of all major decisions. The counselor actually called Diane and told her she was creating codependency issues. Everything came to a head when Diane planned a surprise life coaching session for my birthday. Full story on channel. Link below.